Okay, and in this video, part 3, it's all about blocking out the shapes. So I'm going to try to block out as many items as possible to show examples of the blocking out stages. Because every model, not every model, but depending on what, there's could be different techniques for blocking out shapes. Okay, now first one here is a treasure chest. So from here, what I see here is boxy, but at the same time, there's a curvature over here. So what would be the best shape to initially block this out? Right now, looking from the side view, it's the most distinct, like this curvature. Okay. All right, so video number 3, tutorial series, blocking out major shapes for your objects. This is my first example. I'm going to make a cube. Create polygon primitives cube. Okay, press F to frame it. Next, I want to add a couple of definition edge loops, construction lines, you could call it that. With it being an object mode, I'm going to go into polycube 1. Same process that you've seen me do before. Subdivision width, height, and depth, press 2. Okay, there's several other reasons why I do this. The first reason why is I'm going to place and manipulate my anchor point, my pivot point. Like I showed in class demonstration, I'm in my side view. I'm going to press D as in David once, right? It activates my move pivot, right? Just press it once, D as in David. Now I'm going to press and hold V as in Victor. Press and hold V as in Victor. This will allow me to anchor, snap, and move, right? Make sure you are in the move tool, right, where you see the arrows, which is W, okay? Then the arrow, click on it, yank it down. Let go, press W again to get out of it. Now it's here, right? Then from here, I notice that my image planes are still the center of the ground plane in my 3D world, which is, I don't want that. I'm gonna grab that, I'm gonna chuck it up. Oh wait, I need to grab my side, front, and top. All of those. Oh, actually, you know what? Just my side and my front. Side and front. This one's way over there, but it's fine. And I'm gonna pull it up together so they're aligned. I just eyeball it. There we go. Something like that. Slightly more down like that. Yeah, that's fine. We're good. Now I'm gonna lock it back into place and save. Lock it. Good. Can't grab it. Then this guy, where I did the move anchor point, I'm gonna pull him up like that, and the exact number is 0.5, right? Each of your objects may be slightly different because one object may be bigger than the other and everything gets offset. And from here, I'm gonna scale. Press 4, scale, right? Right around there. This is fine. I'm not gonna move it and align it, I'm not. I'm gonna use my midpoint. This is my midpoint, and I'm gonna stick to it. Now, from the side view, I'm gonna press R again. I'm gonna pull it like that. Okay, and go back to the side view. That was the front view. This is the side view, and I'm gonna pull it down like that. Block it in. So here we are. We blocked it in. Good. I'm gonna save it now. I'm gonna Control Shift S, and you save it whatever you want to save it to. Mine, I'm gonna name it blocking in we got that in place. Okay, so from here, I have a shaded on wireframe, which is Alt and 5. Okay, Alt and 5. And yeah, from here, I want to start making this a curvature, right? From the side view, this curvature. So I'm going to look towards my side view, right? And I'm going to use the bevel tool. So this one and this one, right? And I want to be able to simultaneously select this side as well, you know? So this is where, again, I'm going to introduce, the symmetry tool, right? And whatever on this side, right, I want to repeat on this side. So that would run across your x-axis. Your red one is your x going across. Across is x. So I'm going to activate symmetry world x, meaning going this way. Okay. And if I go right click and hold, go to edge, and that. You see how it selects it? And that is only possible right now because I have this line down the middle. This line down the middle, it tells Maya, right, that hey, this is the flip side, and the symmetry will understand this is the flip side because I'm going to use this line as my guide to tell me to flip over to this side. If you do not have this, that symmetry to work on the flip side will not work because it was giving me errors. Yeah, so that's another reason why I have this lines going across, meaning down here, you know, not just to move my pivot point, right, but for also symmetry as well. Okay. So from there, right, I activated my symmetry, right? Right click, go to edge, right? So click and click, right? And I chose this edges because it's gonna bend from here. No, wait. No. This and this edge is gonna bend from here and bend here. It's easy to get confused, super easy. But I chose this because it's gonna bend here, like that. I chose this because it's gonna roll and bend here, like that. So, oh yeah, okay, good. Yeah, symmetry is working excellent. Shift right click and hold, bevel, boom. Now spacebar, okay. I'm gonna do segments to 3. I choose 3 because 3 is a good number. It's just enough to cause a bend, but not so much where you have a lot of points to push and pull. The fraction I'm gonna set to 0.7 to get more of a bend, like that. Okay, so 0.7 and 3, spacebar, here we are. It's radically different now, see? So 0.7 and 3. Alright, so I got that bend. This is actually pretty darn close. I like this. You know? I mean, it's a little bit more than this one. This is more broad, but this works. Yeah, okay, I like this. But you'll notice I'm gonna do Alt 5. I'm starting to see these harsh lines and I don't like it, they're ugly. I'm gonna select it. I'm gonna go to Mesh Display, Soften Harden Edges, Option Box. Higher the number, the more bend and softer the curve will be. Lower the number, the more faceted it's gonna look. Apply. 30 is no, looks like 30 is not a good number. I'm gonna set to 40. And now it fixes it. You could do increments of 10. Good. Alright, so remember where that was now. If you don't remember, just scrub the video. Okay, so that was what, 9 minutes? And we got so far pretty good. Now I wanna push out these little bulges here, 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 right? Those little bulges. This modeling strategy is where you have to put little blueprint lines where you set the blueprints where things are gonna push out of. So shift, right click and hold, insert edge loop tool, option box. Just make sure everything is reset to neutral. Close it. Right, that was the option box. And I have my world X activated. So whatever I do here, here's gonna be working. Right, and I'm gonna go again. It's only working because I have this midline. If I don't have this, it's not gonna work. You need to have this. So click here, and as you can see, right, so I'm gonna do right around here. I like that. Right, well, let's say you change your mind and you want to kind of dial it down a bit, right? Well, if you look here again, how I discuss about our construction, it won't let me go in there. Huh. Okay, so you select it, and then you go in. Why do I have 3? All right, so anyway, you can manipulate this by the edge loop you made, right? By going to the weight and do like 0.2. But you see only this one updates, right? But which is fine, right? But maybe I want it to be a 0.1, maybe 0.15, right? See, coming along, or maybe 0.2. Yeah, we're back to 0.2. But I just want to show you how you can do that. And let me just check polysplit ring 1, which is this guy. Hey, oh, this one should be 0.8 then, right? See, it's 0.8 because this one's 0.2 to average out into 1, if you notice that. You know, and that's still perfectly matched up. 0.8, and this one, here's 0.2, because to equal out to 1, right? So again, yeah. Is it? It looks like it. Looks it matches up. Yeah, it does match up. So I checked split ring 1, weight at 0.8, poly splits ring 2 at 0.2, equal to 1. Right, so I want to discuss what we have going on here in our construction history. Right, so we made our cube. Our cube had these guys. Then we added a bevel, right, so that it does this. And I had set it to 3 segments, right, and the fraction at 0.7 to give it more of a narrower radius. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Those were my 3 segments. 1, 2, 3. This here, right, looks like it might have been a 4th one, but it's not. It's just maintaining that previous default flat shape more because I had set the fraction to 0.7. I know this sounds like mumbo jumbo, but at least I have to explain what's going on. Alright, so we got that shape. Looks good. I like it. Right? It's not exactly, but if you try to make it exactly, you're just gonna tinker with the vertices more and more and give you a headache. But for what it is, it looks very nice. I'm gonna press Alt 5 to be in wireframe unshaded. Now, all that stuff that I did, I want to push this out. This, that. That's my whole point. Select it, hold down my right mouse button, go to faces, and you see how it lights up, right? I'm going to push out from that. So I'm going to press the 4 key, right? So I can be in wireframe. And I only want to drag my marquee. I want to only drag my marquee down like that, right? And only select that. I'm going to press the Q key to get rid of this right now. It's distracting me. So as you can see, I'm doing that, right? I only selected that. And I carefully did it by marquee selecting down. Now if you do something like that, you don't want that because you're going to grab the underside. That's why you have to be really careful and look at what you are exactly selecting. And what you could do is be safe, go into one of like the front side, press 4, and you can exactly select it as well. But in marquee, but in perspective, you have to be extra careful because you can select down there. Right, so this is all I want. The whole point is from here, I'm going to look around, right? We're good. Shift, right click and hold, extrude face, right? Nothing happened because it's waiting for your exact command, what you want to do, right? You can see here, I have poly extrude face 1. That means I only have 1 going on. And remember, errors can happen when, let's say, you're about to do something and someone calls you or on the phone or something and you click outside. Now you're thinking, hey, where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? I thought I could have swore I did extrusion, but where is it? It's not here. That's where the error happens. Multiple times already it has happened, and there's a lot of amount of salvage work you gotta do to fix this things up and merge vertices and find out which areas has double edges, which I'm gonna show right now. I'm in edges mode. I'm gonna select that. I'm gonna show you what the problem is that happened. This is the problem. I showed this in a previous video, right? And I'm gonna show it again. That's the problem. You got multiple things inside of it. Now, what do we do? Do I undo? Right? What do I do? How do I bring that pop-up window back? Well, you go over here, boom, you bring it back. Always be aware of what step you are in here. Okay, this is your guide to tell you where am I, what did I do. Now we got it back. Here's that tool back. Now let me see, thickness. All right, there we go, thickness. Nice, that's what I want. Okay, I think that's it. Do I like it like that? Alt 5 to get out of it. No, it's a cute little treasure chest, right? I'm just looking here and here at the same time. It kind of bends in here. So I'm gonna grab it. From here, shift, hold on the right mouse button, go to edges. I'm gonna double click that. Right. I'm gonna double click that. Alright. Only those, and there's a reason why. Because I'm gonna create that bend. You see this bend right here? I'm gonna create that. And how it wraps around. Right? So when I double clicked it, it's gonna wrap around. I did not do it here because I don't want it to bend in there. I mean, you could. I mean, it does kind of bend a bit. But for now, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna just do this one. Shift right click and hold, bevel edge. Boom. Very nice. Press 3. Ooh. Yeah, this has to be fixed. If you're doing game art, this is where you're gonna leave it at. If you wanna make it smooth and just look shiny and polished, then you have to press 3. But when you press 3, you gotta fix this up. But we're not gonna do that right now. So from here, let's see, segments to 2. Right? So more gradual. And then say fraction, set it to like 0.6. Just more or less extreme. Maybe a 0.75. See? Only mess around with the fraction of segments, you get a lot done. As long as you know where to pull. Maybe I don't know, 0.8. Maybe 1.9. Yeah. Oh, you see what this is? This is part of the beveling, right? And let me grab back that pop-up window. And see, the higher you get, these bevels, they get tighter and tighter to the source. See? But if I do like say, if I say to like say something bad, like over 1, like 1.2, if you're gonna do that, if I press 4, you notice it crashes inside of it. See that? Concaving in. So don't ever do more than 1. Even 1, like 0.9 at the most. So that's what this is. I'm just explaining what that is. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm okay with that. I'm gonna save this. So that was 20 minutes. So we blocked it in, right? And I'm gonna save it. Okay. Always save. You just never know. Yeah. Okay, so I blocked it in. The next steps is gonna be where I'm gonna detach parts, right? But that's for the next lesson. So this is just blocking in. Yeah, just blocking in. I need to stop here because if I don't, I'm gonna keep on going. All right, that's it. The next tutorial is gonna be another block in as well. Okay. And after that, it gets to individual, more individual parts like cutting out and separate pieces, all of that. Right, bye. All right, so this is another example of blocking in your shape, your initial shapes. So as I block in the initial shapes, I may do slightly extra stuff like adding a bevel to put in the massive shapes, but I'm gonna try to steer away from fine tuning details, right? Because it's easy to get kind of sucked into that. So this one is a perfume bottle. Has strong geometric shapes, and the problem or the challenge is gonna be the cap. And yeah, let me zoom in on here. Take a look at this. Yeah, look at that right there. It actually, you know what though? I wish I could see it with the cap open. That way I can see exactly what's happening. Yeah. Anyway, so image references are set up, right? But I just want to push it back before I do that. Everything is lined up actually perfectly, right? If it's not, it's fine too, right? And again, grab this one. I'm gonna push it towards there, right? All of this I went over in my setting up image plane tutorials. So I'm just gonna, like move this over there, that over there, like that. Okay, so we're good to go. I'm gonna put that down there. All right, and I'm gonna lock it, right? All right, let's go. So that was what, 2 minutes. All right, so well, I kind of need these closer. I need right around here. These could be a little bit bigger too. And they're kind of bright. Alright, good. I'm inverting it. I mentioned this in the other tutorial, so you guys are probably familiar with it. I just made it back to normal. Alright, select it. Attribute editor, invert. If it looks weird to you, too dark or too light or something. Alright. What am I gonna start with? I'm gonna start with a cube again. Create polygon primitives cube. Right? I'll show the grid, which is here. Press F to frame it. Okay. I'm gonna spacebar that. First thing I want to do is add my resolution lines. halfway down across like that. And I explained it before in the previous tutorial making the treasure chest why I did that. If you need to want to know why, refer back to that. I'm gonna go press D once, hold down V, snap it down, press W to get out of that. Okay, I went over that as well. So if I'm going too fast, scroll back to the treasure chest tutorial. Now from here, spacebar, I wanna grab, unlock my schematic drawings, grab that one, front and side, and I wanna lift it up so it's on the ground plane. Good. Now I'm gonna lock it back. I'm gonna grab my cube. I'm gonna name it Perfume Bottle. And I'm gonna bring it up. This is my ground plane 3D world, right? Level it out. Look in here. It's gonna be 0.5. Right, good. And it seems as though the schematic drawing, grab it, needs to be more in the middle, like here. Right, good. That's good then. I'm gonna lock it out again. I'm gonna grab the cube, press R. I'm gonna start from the center. I'm gonna pull. Then I'm gonna pull up, or maybe only up to here. And the reason why I only pull it up to here is because this is a transitional point, right? This is a transitional point I have to be mindful of. Even this too. I can work with that. So let me just look at the shape. Alright. Alright. First thing I'm gonna do, press 4. Grab that. God, this thing is bright, man. I can't even see the green lines. So you will run into this. Grab your image planes, your drawings. Go to the color gain, drop it back down. See? Right. Just for the schematic drawings. Side view, drop it back down. Because I need to see my my geometry. Okay, good. Now I wanna block in this shape. Right now by default you're gonna have symmetry off, but I'm gonna turn on symmetry soon. I'm gonna go into my vertex mode. Right click, vertex mode. Grab that vertex. You'll notice that I want to also grab here. Then I'm going to go to symmetry. I'm going to set the symmetry to correspond with the world X. World X is the red arrow you see down there going across. See, now it's selected. X is going across like how I taught you guys. Z is going forward and back. So when I select it, it'll select this side. And again, the only reason why this will work is because I have a line of symmetry, my midline. And that's another reason why I added that when we initially did that. And I keep on doing that. Right? And also to put my anchor point. So there's multiple reasons why I do that. So I'm going to select all of that. Marquee select. Do not just select like that. Marquee. Because you're not going to get the other side. Ooh. You saw that? Not good. So I'm going to add a resolution line over here. From here, right? Shift, right click and hold, insert edge loop. Okay. And it's only going to go on this side like that. Good. I added that resolution construction line because when I go now into hold on the right mouse button, vertex, right? I'm going to select that. Now I'm going to push it in. There you go. Okay. spacebar. Now I'm gonna go to my side view, grab these, but you notice he's not updating. That's because my symmetry is not set to my Z. See, Z is your blue one going left, forward and back. So I'm gonna change this to world Z. Now they all activate, and I just need to select that, just him. Pull. There we go. Okay. And from here, you'll notice how I'm getting that weird distortion in the shading, right? I don't like that. See that? So I'm gonna go mesh display, soften harden edges, option box. It's set to 40. Reset. Soften harden. Alright, that didn't do it. It has to be a lower number. Mesh display, soften harden, option box. 20. Lower the number, the more faceted it's gonna look. Oh, I got selected first. There, see? 20. Close it. Alright, good. So we block that out. Right? Comparing this to this. Okay. Then front view. Alright, I need to pull this out. So what do I do? Well, right click, select it, go to faces, select that and that. Right. For now, I kind of want to turn off symmetry. Turn it off for now. So I'm looking at my front view. And then from here, first I'm going to pull out. So shift right click and hold, extrude face. And here's my poly extrude. Right. And I can grab, God, see, this annoys me. Pull it like that. Okay. And looking here. God, stop it. Okay. Now I'm going to get out of it. Again, I'm going to repeat this where I'm going to say, this is a major mistake a lot of students do, right? Where you do the extrusion, right? I'm still at my extrusion because it says it here, extrusion. Okay, it's still active, but you don't see the floating window, and you don't see that how the handles look different, right? Click that, brings back everything. I went over this in the previous tutorial, but I'm going to remind again. Now from here, let's say again, you click outside, you forgot, but it's still here. Okay. And if I go right click, vertex mode, if I grab that, see, that's the problem. It's within it, it's embedded. Okay. Again, the lesson is always look here what you did, extrude face, right? That's the one. I select it, click that, bring it back, right? There. See? Like that. Press W to get out of it now. Now I'm gonna select it and I'm gonna start pushing, pulling vertices. Select it, right click, go to vertex, right? And I want to activate my symmetry again. For the left to right, I'm gonna grab that so I can select that. Go to symmetry world X. Remember I mentioned. I'm gonna yank it like that. And you see, you'll notice it's kind of off, but that's fine. And get out of that. I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna symmetry in my world Z. It's active. I'm gonna yank it. Boom. Now I still have that weird shading going on. I'm gonna go to mesh display, soften harden. Make sure you have your object selected. Apply. 20, lower the number, makes it more faceted. Good. I need to save this. Alright, so that was 13 minutes. Right? But I need more image references. I need to see how this thing looks. Let me come back. Alright, so I found several more image references. This one. This one. This one tells me everything I need to know. That it has to be flat like that. Like that. Some may say, oh, it's common sense, but no, it's not. There's hidden parts, or like for example, if I went off with this, it'll kind of look kind of bulgy. It's hard to tell, you know. But this confirms to me, hey, it's flat, and right here, that needs to be booleaned out, you know, because when you do reflections and refractions of rendering, this counts. Like right here, I need to know for sure, because I was getting confused as to where it ends, you know, like this. It's hard to tell like that. And right here, see, a lot of reflections going on, so it's hard to tell exactly where things end and begin, right? And where you make the boolean cuts matter when you do the lighting and rendering, the refractions, the glass and the lights going through of it. So all of that. And not that, but see how much gap there is. This is what exactly I need to know, right? Because it's a small I don't know, what do you call that thing where you press on it, right? Because this here is huge. It's hard to tell what the inside looks like. All right, good. But the cap is thick. All right. So from here, so that part is blocked out, right? Major parts, and then the tight bevels. That's gonna be after. For now, I want to build in these. These are major shapes. So, what's that? 15 minutes. I need to create a cylinder. Create polygon primitives cylinder. Okay, and spacebar down to here. Same deal. I want to put my pivot point down here. Press the D key once. Press and hold the V key. The V as in Victor. Hold it down. Make sure you have the arrow to grab it. Let go. Press W to get out of it. Right. Pull it up. Move in. And line up to this line right there. Flush. That. Now let go. Look at it closely. I'm just eyeballing it. This much space, right? That's pretty darn close. I'm gonna press R, and I'm just gonna constrain scale like that. I went over this multiple times in other tutorials, right? So I'm reviewing it again. Look at that space, that space, that space, that space. Right? Looks good. And it's about yay high, like that. Like that, comparing this to the rest of the body, right? That. Okay. So yeah, that's about that high. I want to keep it like that. And it bevels in, okay? So maybe I'll do that. But first, I mean, that's not adding details just yet. But I mean, I could just do it right here. And I'm going to add 3. There's a reason why I'm adding 3. Because for later on, for something called UV mapping, and also for when poly smoothing, it helps to maintain the shape more. And also when I do my beveling. So when the bevels happen, the computer algorithm, whatever, is gonna read between this distance and this. If there's an extra distance here, it's gonna consider that, and the bevel's gonna adjust. So from here, I double clicked, okay, shift right click and hold, damn, bevel edge. And that's too much, right? Let me just look at my references, right? Like that much. Right, so I'm gonna make it to like, I don't know, 0.4, 0.3. Segment set it to what, 2? maybe just 3, right? 3 is good. I'm gonna save this. Right. Right click and hold, object mode, get out of it. Alt 5, bam. See that? That's already happening right there. Right there. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna catch a nice glint. But you can see the faceting, right? Remember I taught you guys, grab it, mesh display, soften harden, option box. 20 is a lower number, which is good. Apply, close, boom. And you can see it's faceted, right? But I did it on purpose because we're gonna smooth it. So it's gonna look like that. But you'll notice down here, it's smooshing in because it doesn't have its construction line to firm it up, right? To make it more firm. So that's 19 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is shift right click and hold, insert edge loop, and the closer you make it, the tighter it's gonna be. I went over this in every video. I'll go over it again. Press 3, right? So it's doing that, but the underside is what's causing it to kind of lose its shape. So I'm gonna grab this one. I need to put on a layer. This is why the display layers are so important. Underscore perfume body underscore save, set it to reference, hide it, look underneath the dispenser push button thing, and I'm gonna use this edge loop here. Hold on, right click, go to edge mode, double click that. Okay, that's 4, right? And you see how my handle is over here. It's not in the middle, right? I think it's because of my symmetry. Right, yeah, it was a symmetry. See, turned it off. So what am I doing? I double click that, right? I press R, and I'm gonna push this edge loop towards the edge of this corner. And the way I'm gonna do that is using the constrained scale. So this is the constrained scale. If you ever wonder what these guys are, as I mentioned other times, this is the constrained scale. I'm gonna grab this right there. Let go. Press 3. Get out of it. Boom. Okay, that's how you do that. Save. Bring back my perfume body. Right, so that's how you block that in. And regarding these and adding the little bevels, now you know how to do that. I just showed you. So you'll be able to do that. But before you add major details like tight bevels, save a previous file, call it perfume before tight bevels, something to let you know. Because if you save it over it, you're screwed. You have to redo a whole bunch of things and stuff. There's no way to salvage that. So make sure to do that. And I'm going to leave it like this. This was what, 20 minutes? And I'm going to move on to the next shape to help out students as a general overview. All right, bye.